What is up, everybody? Welcome back to From the Crypt. It's been a while. It's been a couple months, as a matter of fact. Not that we haven't had anything to say, because of course we always do. Your boy and I like to talk. But we've been busy. Very, very busy. But yeah, we've had a lot going on the past couple months, and stuff that could not just be swept aside, unfortunately. But yeah, I think I don't.
You don't have to make it sound so dramatic. It's just life.
Yeah. Nobody died. Well, maybe we had some deaths. I don't know. We had some celebrity deaths, which I'm sure we'll talk about today. But yeah, I guess it wasn't that dramatic. Maybe holy shit, yeah, that sounded a lot worse than I was trying to make it sound. But
some things couldn't be swept under the rug.
Yeah, I lost a leg. I lost a finger.
I was like, you're working and I'm going to school. That
That's it. I'm employed and he's going to school. That's it.
Woo!
Yay! Yeah, no. Just kidding. We just been busy. We got some stuff we're gonna talk about today, though. It's kind of bring us back to the current state of affairs, though. I'm sure we will get into that. But first, what you been doing recently? How you been doing? What you been listening to? What you been playing?
Alien Isolation yesterday.
Hell yeah!
So fucking good.
Nice.
I'm pissed. It took me 11 years to play it.
Yeah, every time I get on my PlayStation, I see you on there playing Alien Isolation, and I'm like, man.
Well, to be fair, I accidentally left.
Every day you spend playing Alien Isolation is another day not playing Sea of Thieves with me and Toby.
Dude, Sea of Thieves, I tried it on Xbox. I don't like it. It's not my bag.
It's fun with friends. Trust me. It's the amount of shenanigans that can happen in Sea of Thieves with buddies is fucking hilarious.
Besides, we've got Borderlands 4 literally in 11 days.
Yeah, but...
Yeah.
We'll talk about that, too.
Yeah.
Got some words about Borderlands 4 as well, but...
Listening-wise, Chevelle's new album, I think, is solid. Not as good as Miritas.
I need to put that on my list. I forgot.
Yeah, it's definitely good. I will say it's better than 3 Days Grace's new album, which... God, that... We'll talk about that later in the year, I imagine.
I was going to say, well, I mean... I haven't listened to it, but dude, just 3 Days Grace just doesn't really have the itch anymore like it used to because of the whole like Adam leaving and then coming back, and I didn't really give a shit about anything that they made without Adam. And then the last album that they had with Adam, not the new one, but the last one before,
Transit Venus.
Yeah, like, it was good, and I liked it. I enjoyed it, but, like, it wasn't... I don't know. It wasn't the previous 3 albums. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, so there would be at least, like, 1 or 2 songs that I would enjoy with My Darkest Days is lead singer on 3 Days Grace, but album-wise as a whole, it sucked. But I had the bar set super low. I was looking for one song off of this whole album that I would be like, okay, I can get down with this. Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. It's easily their least impressive effort, I will say that much.
Oof. And this has Adam in it, right?
Yeah, Adam is back. But the problem is their dynamic doesn't work like... And I know this is comparing like much better apples to dog shit at this point, but like Mike and Chester, their dynamic worked. The way that they try to utilize 2 lead singers on this album is just stupid.
Oh, they're both in it. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they are both singing on it.
Yeah, I'm significantly less intrigued now.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
Yeah.
But yeah. An Alien Earth. Been watching Alien Earth.
Yeah,
So good.
I need to get around to watching that.
God, yeah.
We've been watching Outlander, so
I can't remember. Did I send you the snap that I sent? I sent a bunch of people like the very end of episode 2. And, oh my god.
maybe.
So does Tool ring a bell?
If you did, maybe I like spaced on that. I don't know. I'm blanking, but
Well,
I plan on watching it regardless. I just haven't gotten around to doing it.
It's easily the best Alien thing that we have gotten since Aliens.
Well, I'll have to. I mean, what's tomorrow? Tuesday?
Yeah, it's on Tuesday nights.
Okay. What? Where?
FX.
FX.
Yeah, so if you have Hulu or Disney Plus, you can watch it on there too.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say streaming. I don't have cable at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got Disney and Hulu. Yeah, I need to get around to watching that. I think I've got some free time tomorrow. I know there was a video I wanted to record for Rustbeard, but I don't know. We'll see. But if I'm not doing that, then I should have some time after I'm done playing some games with Toby, maybe Caden. Caden's been trying to get on Sea of Thieves with us, and boys in school. So every time this dude tries to like play games with us, he either is in an extracurricular or something. He's here visiting, or he's in school. So I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, I'm not trying to avoid playing games with you. You're just not free the same times I'm free.
Yeah.
But yeah, he jumped on Sea of Thieves with us the other day, and we played some Rivals and shit like that. I told him to get Rivals because 1, it's free, and 2, it's easy to just like jump in and play a couple rounds and then get off, at any given point. So we've been doing that, but otherwise, Meg and I have been watching Outlander. It's one of her favorite shows. She's been trying to get me to watch it for a while, and I made a post having people vote because we were stuck on what we wanted to watch next. We've got so many different shows we wanted to watch, and Outlander won. So started watching Outlander.
The options?
It was Outlander. We had one that she's watched that I haven't watched, which was Outlander. One that I have watched that she hasn't watched, which was Vikings.
Okay.
And then the other one was one that neither one of us have watched, and it was Westworld, I think.
First season of Westworld was really good, but then I lost interest right after the first episode of season 2.
Damn. We it's something we both have been peeking. We kind of want to watch it, but it wasn't it wasn't really. I mean, had it been voted on the most, we would have just watched that one. Obviously, that's the whole reason we made a poll. But
yeah.
But Outlander won, and we've been obviously she enjoys it. It's one of her favorite shows, but I've been enjoying it a lot. It's pretty fucking good. The story is just brutal as fuck, and the drama in it's all really good, and all the actors fucking kill it. I don't think there's a single person in the show other than, I don't want to spoil it for anybody that's not watched it, because obviously we're going to be putting this up there. But there is a character in the current season, which we just started season 3. I think she was actually introduced in the end of season 2, but not really a fan of her. But she's only been in a couple episodes, so maybe she'll grow on me. Yeah, other than that, like I said, just playing Sea of Thieves, Rivals. Been trying to get Storm to Lord, and I'm on Centurion now, which is right before Lord. That's been fucking brutal. Storm is rough, dude. Storm is not a character that people play a lot. Hit me up in the comments if you guys are some Storm fans, because I love Storm, dude. Storm is awesome, but I just don't see a whole lot of people playing Storm. And I don't know why, because she's fucking fun. She's fun as hell to play. But she is a glass cannon. She's only got 250 health, which is 2-shot to anybody, basically. Just fucking annihilated her. But she hits like a truck though, and like if you're hitting your shots and you're utilizing your ult in like the most ideal ways, like possibilities, and you're staying with the group to give them the damage buff and whatnot, you can come out of there with 30 plus kills and assists every round. Like,
yeah,
it's just a matter of learning them, just like any other character, I guess. But Storm's really fun. Been playing her a lot. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, listening. Blackbraid just put out an album a couple weeks ago. Listened to that like 6 or 7 times. It's really fucking good. If anybody's into Native American inspired black metal, it's very fun. It's very good a good listen for sure. Yeah, just been listening to that. Kind of back and forth. I was on a 2000s rock hits and metal hits kick for a little while, and I just put on some random playlist with like early to mid 2000s metal bangers, or whatever, and hence why I sent you that video of the kids watching that fucking Mudvayne video the other day. But yeah, we were just on an early 2000s metal kick, and they were digging it. They were dancing to it. They were having a damn good time. And so am I, because I like early to mid 2000s metal and rock.
It's a good time. God, I can't stop yawning. It's just been a fucking day.
No, I feel you. Yeah, that's what I got, man. So, unless you've got anything else you want to add to that, what are we talking about today, Derek?
We are going to be touching on some things that happened while we were out.
Yep.
Be it a lot's happened in the last 2 months.
A lot.
First thing, maybe getting all pissed off and riled up will definitely help wake me up a little bit. But one of the first things that I don't for the life of me understand, especially now that some stuff has happened politically on Friday, I have never seen console prices go up in the same generation. That's one big thing, because obviously we play a lot of games.
Yep.
But now, like PlayStation, their consoles all went up like $50 a piece. Fucking the Switch 2 already launched entirely way too expensive, my opinion.
I was gonna say I'm blaming Nintendo on all this.
Yeah, well,
it's their fault.
I think what a lot of it was going to end up being was, the added cost of the tariffs and everything. But like I said, it was just handed down from an appellate court on Friday, I believe, that those tariffs were ruled unconstitutional and invalid. So, does that mean they're going to re-lower their prices? No, they're not going to. It's fucking bullshit, because I've been obviously got in the Sega Genesis era. 64 is where it was kind of like, okay, my parents bought most of my games, but then I bought some of them. Xbox, PS2, that era on, it has been me, paying for my stuff. And I have never seen consoles go up in the middle of a generation, and it is just fucking beyond frustrating and bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably be more pissed about it if I didn't already have a PS5 and had any intention of getting another one, but it sucks one way or another, and obviously that only amounts to bullshit for future consoles coming out. It doesn't really help anybody other than Sony and Nintendo and Microsoft. Like, it doesn't benefit the consumer at all. It doesn't benefit the people that play their fucking games. They're not getting anything extra from it, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense other than the fact that they're trying, something with the tariffs and shit. But like, why now? I feel like, especially this far into this generation of consoles, other than obviously with the exception of the Switch too, doesn't really make any sense at all.
It really doesn't, especially when you consider that console generations, usually it's about 7 years. 7 to like 8 years, and then we get a new console.
Yeah.
So we're 5 years in to this generation. And instead of having the price lowered, the price has gone up. And we're 2 to 3 years away from the real next generation now.
Yeah.
PS6 and whatever Xbox Series they're going to be on
Xbox
at
Q.
that point. Xbox Series Q.
Bloodlines.
Xbox Series Y. Oh my god. Okay, I got a fucking detour here for a second. A while back, I watched Final Destination Bloodlines, which is actually really good. But Karen, I was telling Karen about the fucking conversation that we had, and I couldn't just like my phone wouldn't let me just search it, so I had to scroll back fucking 8 months, or no, it was more than 8 months. It was 9 months. I had to scroll back through our group chat to find every single fucking Bloodlines that we did.
Oh, hell no, dude. Hell no. That's awesome.
Oh, it was fucking worth it.
You should have just copied and pasted them all to like a Google Doc or something, so you just have them on file.
Oh, I screenshotted them shit, so I know exactly where they're at now. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, no, being like we're so close to a next generation, and then we have not seen any. Like, I mean, the PS5 Pro came out last year, and it was $700. I don't know. Video games, like just the consoles and stuff, we're in a fucked space right now.
Yeah,
because I know I'll be buying a Switch 2 here at some point. Preferably, preferably I want to try and do it for Christmas. But I can hear talking outside my wall, so I didn't want to say that too loud. But I have floated the idea of getting a PS5 Pro for me, and then Jacob can have the PS5 because he's been wanting to play Spider-Man, and So now it's just like, don't fucking know if I want to do that at all anymore. So
I think
good job, Sony. You really made some money there.
Yeah. As far as the Nintendo goes, I don't know if I'm gonna do that until I see a new Zelda game, like a new big Zelda game.
That's fair.
Not that I don't love Mario Kart and like Donkey Kong and all that shit, but like.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to play Bonanza really bad.
Yeah, Bonanza still looks pretty fun. But I don't know if I'd get the console just for Bonanza, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And honestly, when it comes to whatever games are coming out, like literally the Switch is just for Nintendo exclusives in my mind. Because why, like for instance, there was just a bunch of crap about Elden Ring and how it runs like dog shit on the Switch too, and it's actually like kind of a big controversy at the time or at this moment. Why would I play Elden Ring on that? Play it on my PS5.
Yeah.
You know, and so it would be just for Mario Kart, Zelda, Donkey Kong. That's literally all I would place or get a Switch 2 for is those Nintendo exclusives.
Yeah, and also just getting a Switch 2, you always want to try to get a bundle too, because at least you get like, I think it comes out cheaper than getting the regular Switch 2 and the game or whatever. So like the Mario Kart bundle, I think the game ends up coming out to like $50 at that point instead of 80 or whatever it was, or maybe it comes out to like 60. But you get it like slightly cheaper if it's bundled with the system and whatnot.
Yeah, it's $450 without the game, and then it's $500 with the game. So technically, you get a $30 discount off of the game.
Yeah,
which,
I mean,
is about what it should be fucking sold for anyway.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that the prices of shit in general in the gaming world have just been kind of dog shit. Speaking of which, if you wanted to go ahead and pull up fucking Borderlands 4, kind of the state of games in general has got me in the mindset of Helldivers came out for $40. I got a shitload of replay value out of it. I had a ton of really good moments, and times with my friends and stuff playing it. Every time I've gotten on it since, I have still had a really good time with my friends. It's never been like a dull moment, It's always been at least fun for the most part. Obviously, there's some issues that we discussed before with Helldivers and my concerns with the difficulty scaling and stuff that didn't make any sense and all that kind of stuff. But for the most part, like, it's a $40 game, dude. And I got a shitload of stuff out of it. And I still can get a shitload of stuff out of it. Do I play it anymore? No, not really. But, like, still, I could boot it up right now and play with you and Toby and have a blast playing it. You know what I mean?
We would get into all kinds of shenanigans.
Yeah. Rivals, for example. I know you didn't particularly pick up Rivals all that much, but I have been having a fuckload of fun on Rivals. Yes, it infuriates the shit out of me sometimes. But most competitive games are going to get like that regardless. I, for the most part, have a pretty mellow disposition when it comes to competitive games compared to a lot of people. And it's free. I've been having a shitload of fun, and it's free. Are the bundles and skins and stuff like that really fucking expensive? And I don't quite agree with all that. Yeah, absolutely. But is it going to stop me
from... They got to make their money somewhere.
Yeah, it's a free game, so I'm not going to get on for it, you know what I mean? It's not like it's subscription-based or anything like that. And the Battle Pass or whatever, the Season Pass or something's like $10, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure you can buy it with in-game currency if you have it saved up. So that's a win, dude, and I see this Borderlands game come out, or the advertising for it and whatnot, and it looks cool, it looks fun, looks like a fun game, and then I start to think about the last two Borderlands titles releases. They were pretty rough. They were pretty rough launches. Wonderlands and Borderlands 3 is what I'm referring to.
Yeah, that's what I figured, yeah.
And, for anybody that wasn't aware, Wonderlands is a thing. I know it didn't really get as much hype as the rest of the Borderlands franchise, but did I have fun with Wonderlands? Absolutely. Did I have fun with Borderlands 3? Absolutely. But, at the end of the day, those two launches alone have pretty much sealed my fate as far as pre-ordering a Borderlands title from this point on. I ain't gonna pre-order shit from Gearbox from this point on. That's just the way it is.
That's 100% fair.
And if it was a free game, or if it was like a $30 game, or a $50 game even, maybe. Maybe. But it's not.
You make some really good points about that, and just the lack of trust that honestly we should have with Gearbox.
Yeah.
Especially considering, let's not forget, Gearbox gave us Aliens Colonial Marines, which was the biggest letdown of letdowns, the wettest of farts, the chunky moist, just in your anus.
Let's not forget, and I know it's not a game, and I know it's not entirely Gearbox, but let's not forget the movie that was also released.
Yeah, that movie was fucking awful.
You see what I'm saying with the fucking Gearbox trust going out the window here? I don't know. They released one of the worst video game adaptations to movies almost of all time, probably. Their last two launches were really rough. I've never played Colonial Marines, but whatever. It's not a good look, guys. And when you're charging people $70+ fucking dollars for a game, and people are just like, really? why would I pay that much money for it, you know? And it's not even entirely like I know like all games have a roadmap. I'm not complaining that they had a roadmap, but they have a roadmap for content before we even know the extent of what the base game is going to be. You know what I mean? There's a roadmap for DLCs, but is the base game enough to justify that $70, or am I going to have to buy a shitload of DLCs to have any fun with this game? So this ends up having like $80, $90, $100, $120 plus put into it before I'm even having a decent experience, you know what I mean? Because like Borderlands 3, the DLCs were great. The base game was... The base game was not. The game itself was fun, but like the story was balls, dude. The story was not good.
Awful. It was atrocious.
And dude, Toby and I had way more fun with the DLCs than I think we ever did with the base game. I enjoyed some of the zones in the base game, maybe like Necrotafeo. I thought was pretty cool looking. And then the Bayou zone, whatever. All that stuff, or Eden 6.
Yeah, Eden 6.
Yeah. See, the zones and stuff were fun, and some of the characters were very well done, really, really fun to interact with and whatnot, and some of the side beats were really fun and shit, but the main story was fucking stupid and cheesy as hell. And if that's what they're going to release for the base game of this... Sorry, Gearbox. Sorry, guys.
Here, I just want to check and see if anybody... I know it's a few days early, but just... I like... The thing that's going to sell me on if I pre-order it is going to be actually watching like a streamer play it, because I want to see them press start and see how long the menus take to load.
Oh, dude.
And if the menus are snappy, then that tells me that, okay, we've made improvements over Borderlands 3.
The bar is this high, guys. The bar is this high.
Yeah. The bar, like, when I press start, I want to get right into my menu. I don't want to file next year's taxes in the time that it takes my fucking menu to load. That's a really fucking simple ask, in my opinion.
Right. I shouldn't want to have to start the game for it to be the bar that I'm setting here, you know? Like, it shouldn't be that low.
No, I want to be excited for it. And I know I am going to play it, like, at some point.
Yeah, same.
But, yeah, I want to just see people running through it and seeing how snappy everything is.
I need to know that, because that's, I mean, obviously, we play Borderlands for the looting and shooting, obviously, but I also want to have a decent story. If your base game is gonna have some fucking cheesy cornballs over here, selfie cam style, doing some fucking live stream, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it, dude. Not happening.
100%.
And I'm not gonna buy the base game just to buy the DLCs either. You can go kiss my ass goodbye. I'll wait for it to go on sale for free or $30 or some shit. I ain't touching it otherwise if that's the case, because that was just such a cheesy ass fucking story, and there's no way you guys are that bad at writing stories.
Oh, because they gave us Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
And Borderlands 2 was fucking, like, it's literally a 10. It's perfect.
I've never even played all the way through Borderlands 2, and I can tell you that, like, what I have played of it amounted to significantly more than the entirety of the main story of Borderlands 3. So
I could take a shit in my trash can that is right next to me, and it would amount more than the Borderlands 3 story.
I want a whole Borderlands game with what's their face? The dudes from Love Guns and Tentacles or whatever. Guns, Love and Tentacles. Jacobs and
Hammerlock.
And Hammerlock. Yeah, I want a whole game with them. I want some fucking like straight up Eldritch horror type shit, and some fucking big ass tentacles skybox like in that DLC for the whole game. That's what I want.
I get down with that,
dude. That was such a fun DLC, dude. Handsome Jackpot was also fun as hell.
Yeah.
anyway, that's my 2.5 cents on Borderlands 4. It's just disappointing because like I want to be excited for it. I want to be, because we had a shitload of fun with Borderlands 3. And I know it didn't sound like I had a shit ton of fun with Borderlands 3 with me shitting on it a second ago, but like the game itself, like for the most part, Toby and I at least, we had a decent time with it. I remember we played it after work every night. We'd come home and it was before we started Cosmic Pizza, so we missed out on a shitload of fun ass streams we probably could have had. And like the game itself was super fun to play, and I enjoyed, the building my class type stuff once they got the kinks worked out on all that. I enjoyed looking for cool weapons and, farming bosses and shit. Like all that stuff was fun, but I can't bring myself to get that excited about Borderlands 4, just for obviously previously stated reasons, but
that's fair.
And Wonderlands was fun too. I'm not trying to shit on Wonderlands. It just didn't have the same replay value, I don't think, as a Borderlands title.
Yeah.
It was fun to create a character. And
I didn't feel the need to start another character and
No.
want to play. Yeah, it dropped the ball in that aspect, because at least in even in Borderlands 3, yeah, I wanted to play as Flak, and then obviously Flak got nerfed, and then I was like, okay, I want to play as Zane, or playing, I can't even remember the chick siren's name. But Amara, yeah. The characters were fun and unique, and I wanted to play as them, but in Wonderlands it just wasn't the same. Like, it was like, yeah, they're okay. They're not like bad by any means, but I don't feel inclined to go through the whole campaign again like I did in the other ones.
Yeah. It's gonna be cool to see like where they go with classes in this, but I think that's another thing too that was kind of like weird to me, was that like they've already planned a release of a new class in one of the first DLCs and shit, and to me that sounds like something that could just be on launch. Why not launch your game with like all the classes you have planned, and then later on down the road, once people are itching for a new class, then release one in a DLC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
WoW didn't say, "Oh, we're gonna let Blood Elves be paladins, but you have to play through all of this until the first expansion comes out, and then you can have paladins." No, they just didn't. They didn't have any plans for that, at least at the time. And then once they did, they were like, "Hey, here's the paladins. They're going to be launched with this fucking game." Or expansion, rather. You know what I mean? And I know Blizzard's not the most shiny example, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Nope. You're hitting it.
But, yeah. It is what it is. Moving on. Borderlands 4. Hopefully it's not an L. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay. So, since we talked about two semi-depressing topics, let's talk about some positive stuff. Let's talk about concerts.
Oh, yeah.
What have you seen since we recorded last?
Dude, fucking literally like 2-3 nights ago, it was me and Meg, and we took Chelsea, of all people, to a fucking local black metal show.
Sounds about right.
It was the most wild shit I've ever experienced in my life. No, it was cool. It was cool. Our ears were ringing for like 2 days though, and it was so loud. I mean, everybody killed it. Everybody put on a great show. Crotaline, or Crotaline, I don't know how you say it. Those guys were sick. Sire, sick. Pale Misery, I think, was the other guys that were there. You guys killed it. Unholy Altar was fucking awesome. And Blasted Heath. Those guys were insane. Blasted Heath completely blew me away. This dude his screams were just so buttery smooth without any, like, seemingly without any effort. This dude was just like, he was making it seem like that's just how his fucking singing voice is. That's just normal. And I'm like, what? How are you even doing that? How are you making that fucking noise without even hardly moving? It doesn't make any sense to me at all. And he was also just a fucking monster on guitar. Dude on the drums was also crazy. Blasted Heath, I think, took the show for me. They were really fucking good, and 10 out of 10 would see them again. Not that I wouldn't see the other guys again, but these guys just really fucking good. Especially for none of these bands I know anything about. I went into this, we did like we went to a wedding or something, wedding reception, and then afterwards we had a shitload of time to kill and stuff like that. We didn't have the kids, so Meg was like, "You want to do something?" And I'm like, "Are there any shows going on?" Because there's a fuckload of like venues, like small venues and stuff in Providence.
Yeah.
And that was the first show she mentioned, and I'm like, "Sounds like black metal to me. You want to go?" And we just did it. It was just a weird spur of the moment thing. Didn't know who any of these guys were at all, and yeah, it was pretty fun. But let's see, who else did I see recently? The fuck else did I see recently? I know Cody and I, when Cody was visiting, which would have been in April, we went and seen Spirit Box, but we would have talked about that already, I think.
Yeah.
Who the fuck else? I know I've seen somebody else since then.
Okay, while you're looking.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it was July 24th. My wife, me, brother-in-law, and son went and saw Ghost at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. And let me tell you, especially after hitting Ghost, and then 2 weeks later, we went to another concert. Ghost is legitimately onto something with this no phones at fucking venues thing. I know a lot of people are bitching about it, and I can understand why they're bitching about it, but Jesus fucking Christ. I cannot tell you how nice it was to not just fucking see this from like 100 different fucking people during the show, recording it and not even really fucking watching it.
No phones?
Yeah, no phones.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
And why are they doing this?
So people don't record shit and actually, I don't know, live. Because so many people, like, next time you go to a show, and I'm sure, like, you'll know when I say it, people legitimately just record it and watch the concert through their fucking phone.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of actually just being all up in it. Now, I get the, wanting to record, like, 20 seconds or so of a song and then, rocking out, because that's generally what I do. I record a little bit. Yeah. Well, most people don't. And they just, like... And at the other concert that I'm going to mention here in a second, I'm not even lying. I watched, like, I was watching the concert through this fucking bitch's phone that was, like, 3 people in front of us. And I was like, we're going on about 3 minutes here, huh? Okay.
Fuck.
Really enjoying the fucking show. But yeah, they had these pouches that you'd put your phone in, and then they would seal it. And then when the show was over, everybody's walking out, you just... It's kind of like a do not steal tag. You just touch it to it, pull your phone out, drop the little baggie in the fucking box, and you're good to go.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've never been to a show that did not allow phones.
I actually thoroughly enjoyed it because it was nice to see people, like, because everybody was just more engaged with the band.
Yeah.
Instead of just... Like it was so I absolutely love that, and I know I'm in the party with it, but fuck everybody else who's against it, because I'm sick of seeing like just people on their phones at fucking concerts. Because on August 9th we went to the Rust Belt in Moline and we saw Dayseeker and Ice Nine Kills, which don't go to the Rust Belt in August, July, or possibly even September, because it is hot as fucking shit in that fucking place. But yeah, once again, like, both bands were awesome. I was very, very happy with the set list that we got. Ice Nine Kills even played some some like deeper cut stuff like Hell in the Hallways.
Hell yeah.
God, what else did they fucking play? I'm drawing a blank right now because I'm still just on the phone thing. But Dayseeker, they did a 10-song set. They played literally exactly what I wanted to hear from them. They were fucking great live, but just people on their goddamn phones. And I was just sitting there, I was like, man, I miss that Ghost concert right about now. Because people suck. And I don't care if I ruin your concert experience. I'm going to record this and then never fucking watch it again, asshole. That's what 90% of it fucking is. But yeah, those were the only two that we like went to, like two major ones that we went to. But yeah, Ice Night Kills was so much fucking fun live. I'm glad.
They always are.
I'm glad I didn't go to Flashback Weekend because since Spencer put out a statement, he was sick during Flashback Weekend, so they had to cancel all the stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, man, bullet fucking dodged right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I went to any other concerts other than we went to this like 80s tribute band or something like a couple days before Ozzy passed, which I'm sure we're going to talk about as well.
Yeah, we'll probably just roll into that one next.
Yeah, and they played like it was just a back to the 80s. The band's called Jesse's Girl, I believe.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And they killed it. They fucking did phenomenal, dude. And there was 3 singers, there was a chick and 2 guys, and they kind of like alternated songs, and sometimes they'd come in all 3 of them, but they started playing Purple Rain, and this guy came out, and I'm like, all right, let's fucking hear it. And he just killed it, dude. I was like, oh my god. He even did the I know, like the fucking raspy shit and stuff, and I was like, god damn, he's killing it, dude. But yeah, they were really fun. If they ever come back, definitely we'll see them again. They were super fun. There was this one guy that was there at the show, and it's a seated venue. It was this big theater thing. Meg got free tickets or something through work or whatever, and this guy like was in one of the aisles or something looking for a seat before we got started or whatever. And I looked at him, and this dude just looked like the epitome of grease. Like, just disgusting. Like, fucking... He looked like he had been dumpster diving. I mean, and I could just smell him. I could just smell him. He just smelled like fucking fart and, like, wet toilet paper and shit. I was like, oh my god, dude. Please, 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 for the love of God, don't let your seat be near me. I have a very sensitive sense of smell. I smell everything, all right?
Dude, yeah.
And he went away. He disappeared. So I was like, oh, thank God. He was in the wrong section, right? 10 minutes later, I start smelling it again. And I'm looking around like, oh, my God, no, Jesus Christ. And he's in the row right behind me or something like that. But he's, like, down a few seats. And I'm just like, oh, God. And I know who it is. I know what smells. And Meg looks over at me and she said, "Oh, did you fart? Did you?" And she's saying it loud as fuck. And I'm like, "No, it's the guy over there." And she's like, "Oh," and she didn't realize that they were that close, you know. Oh, hi, Willow. Did you come over here because I said fart? What are you doing? Go lay down, please. Anyway, so like halfway through the show, they stand up and they like move down a couple seats because the row was empty or something. And this other guy, 2 rows behind us, was like, "Oh God, oh that smells so bad. Oh that stinks." And they're like really loud about it too. And I'm pretty sure at one point those guys just left. They just like,
yeah, like why the fuck would you go out in public like that?
That's
like,
what I'm saying. If you smell that bad, don't be in a public area. You're gonna get roasted. That's just how it is.
Yeah, you smell like the inside of a foot with like cat piss and just death on it. You're gonna fuck. Oh my God.
And if you can afford to go out to a show like this, You can afford a stick of deodorant, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, if you had to sacrifice that month's water bill for the show, you really need to reprioritize your fucking life. Like,
exactly.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying. But anyway,
just awful.
Other than that, the show was fantastic. They did a killer job, and it was a good time. Otherwise, my parents visited a month and a half ago, I think. Now, maybe 2 months now at this point. It's the end of August. Holy shit. That was fun.
Dude, it is not the end of August.
Yeah, it is.
It is September 1st.
Oh my god. Jesus. Okay, well, the beginning of September. Yeah, it's definitely been like 2 months then. That was fun. We went to the Pickle Fest, the annual Pickle Fest in Connecticut. That was fucking bitchin'.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. I think you sent them to me and Toby, yeah.
Dude, it was so good. There was these pulled pork barbecue pickle boats with like coleslaw on the top of it, and I was just like, oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Fucking fried pickled poutine. Just like, oh my god, all kinds of shit. It was delicious. It was awesome. 10 out of 10 would go again. Definitely would not bring the kids again, though. I mean, they had a blast on like the bouncy houses and shit like that, but as far as pickle stuff goes, those kids are picky as shit. They're like, I'll eat it, but I'm just gonna take one bite of it and then tell you I don't like it because I don't want to eat it anymore. So
why did I spend $9 on this?
Yeah, exactly. Fuck! I'm like,
yeah.
Next time I'm just taking. This is gonna be me and your mom. How about that? Actually, Chelsea went with us too. She had a good time. She ate a fuckload of pickle stuff, but yeah, I think that's it. I think those are the only like big events. I've gotten 2 tattoos since I think last time we recorded.
Yeah, because Deanna's doing tattoos now, right?
Oh, 3 tattoos. I got 3 tattoos. You reminded me. I got my little morph guy. Deanna did morph from Treasure Planet.
Yeah.
On there. She did a damn good job. And then I got my
oh god, the stream's getting ready to turn X-rated. Okay, never mind.
My skeleton guy there. It's Helmet of the Lost Catacomb from World of Warcraft, but with vertical horns instead of horizontal horns. And then my other
yeah,
Henry.
Deanna did that one, right?
No, that was the same guy that did the other one on my leg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, Deanna just did my morph guy. But yeah, she's got a couple she's supposed to be doing on me here in a little while, but yeah, that's it. So that's all the big events I could think of off the top of my head, but
yeah, not a whole lot, just school. It like 4.0 this last semester.
Hell yeah.
That has led to frustration now. So yeah.
Oh, we're going to see The Plot and You, Invent Animate, Wind Waker, and another band I can't remember the name of Friday, literally in several days from now. So
Wind Waker, yeah, they if it's the band I'm thinking of, they put out an album last year that was really good.
Yeah, we're going to see them. Deanna wants to see Invent Animate. I've never really listened to any of these guys, other than I've heard The Plot and You a few times. I've heard of Invent Animate. I've heard a couple of their songs, but I haven't listened to any of these guys in depth. But that is a show we're going to see here in a couple days on Meg's birthday. And then in November we've got Insiferum and Blind Guardian we're going to see in November.
Yeah. Here, hold on a second. Just keep talking. My I touched my cable and my started. Yeah.
Anyway, there was a Black Braid show I was gonna try to go to. I just didn't want to go by myself. So I might try to go to that with my buddy Jesse that works with me at Beans and Buns, because I think he'd be interested in a show like that.
How do I sound?
Better. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, I bumped my cable because I couldn't find my regular cable.
Ah,
And yeah, it started recording through these earbuds that went through the wash like 2 months ago. So
hell yeah.
yeah, they're still working. So
That's all that matters.
yeah. Okay. Well, let's move on to some sad stuff now.
Yep.
Celebrity passings that have happened because there were some very, very big name celebrities that passed while we were away.
Unfortunately.
And these are in no particular order. It's just this list I pulled up. So I'm just going to scroll down it and point out the obvious ones because first up on the list is Brent Hines from Mastodon.
Yep.
Now, I'll go ahead and say this. I wasn't the world's biggest Mastodon fan.
Same. Neither am I.
I enjoyed a few of their tracks. Won't lie about that. But still, the guy was only 51 in a motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
Just
Still too soon, one way or another.
yeah, entirely way too soon. And I know a lot of people that really do dig Mastodon, and I feel for him. I really, really do.
Yeah, I'm not
Next up,
I'm not sure if he was the guy that was in Mastodon because I know they've had a different. I know they had a different guy before him, but I'm not sure when they switched. But in 2008 or 2009 is when I seen them at Mayhem Fest with Slipknot, Disturbed, and Dragon Force.
Hold on, me.
But I can't remember if it was him or if it was the other guy. Because like we said, I'm not really the biggest Mastodon fan either. But
So Mastodon has been he has been with Mastodon for like
a while.
Literally everything.
Oh, okay.
Like before they even put out their first album, there was a different singer, but then it was him. And when I know he left, yeah, he literally left the band. Didn't he leave Mastodon like a month or so before his passing? Or am I thinking of? I might be thinking. Oh no, it was more than a month. March 7th of 2025, Mastodon announced that Brett Hines had mutually in the band decided to part ways.
Huh.
So that just sucks that he was, I guess, going to finally get some free time, because bands tour. They're on the road all the time.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Well, sounds like he was having some free time, unfortunately. And, yeah, I've known a couple guys that have been in motorcycle accidents and met the same fate. That's just not...
Yeah.
It's not good, man.
That's 100% why I just will not get on one. Because I know that's how I would go, is on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, like I said, this is in no particular order, but this was a pretty big one. Despite the person, it's Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan passing was, I will say, shocking, just because, he was 71. And I don't know. I just didn't get the feeling seeing him because he was on, was it the Raw that they did for when they first went to Netflix? And while he didn't look good, he looked like he was 70.
Yeah.
But this I watched a YouTube channel. It's the Stevie Richards Show, which is really good for anybody that's curious about wrestling stuff. And he made a very good point that you really need to separate Hulk Hogan, the character, from Terry Bollea. Because Hulk Hogan is still one of the biggest, you say Hulk Hogan, you're talking about wrestling. Terry Bollea, on the other hand, was a racist, just piece of garbage. And it's hard, to separate that.
Art from artist.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, just a lot of the stuff that Hulk did behind the scenes, I don't care what anybody says. They put out a 4-part documentary, I think it was last year, the year before that. It's who killed WCW. It really was Hulk Hogan that killed WCW. People can argue with me all they want. They're wrong. Next up, this one is the big one. Ozzy.
Yep.
Ozzy Osbourne passed away.
Yeah,
And
I legit did not even know how to respond when Toby told us. Like he messaged the group and was like, "Guys," I was like, "What now?" And he sent us that screenshot of Ozzy passing or whatever, and I'm like, "You're joking. You're joking." I immediately went and looked it up. Not that I don't believe him, but like, really? There's no fucking way.
they might have got one over on little Toby. They did not. He was telling the truth.
I was fucking shook. I was like, "Oh god, dude." It was when my parents were visiting. We were in Mystic Village in Mystic, Connecticut, and just kind of like hanging out, fucking eating some food, looking at some of the shops and stuff like that, and we just I think we just got to the beef jerky shop. There's like a beef jerky store, and there's shitloads of beef jerky everywhere. Obviously, I didn't bring my life savings with me, so I couldn't afford any, but yeah, I got that message from Toby, and I was like, "You're fucking with me right now, dude." I immediately went around to everybody and was like, "Dude, Ozzy just passed away." And yeah, I was like, "Well, looks like we're listening to Ozzy and Black Sabbath for the rest of the month. Don't even think about putting anything else on." So
yeah, so this day, it was the day before we went, or it was my class before we went to Michigan. And I remember I had to purposely stack tests on this day. So this day was like 3 tests and a quiz, and like I was already like a lot on my mind and stuff. But got 100 on one of the tests, and then like high 90s on like the test and quiz. But then I found out Ozzy died, and then I had to do my positioning test. And I even told the teacher beforehand, I was like, "I'm fucking sorry. I am just blank right now because I'm like kind of in shock that Ozzy is dead." And yeah, like there's certain things you have to do in order to find like landmarks on a body. And I couldn't remember how to do that. I remember where I needed to center stuff at, but I couldn't remember how to figure it out. So a lot of it was just me fucking winging it. And yeah, I didn't do very good. But I think she kind of gave me a break because, like, up front, I was like, I'm like fucked mentally right now, like, and it was weird because I don't like if you would have told me 2 weeks prior to Ozzy's passing, like, hey, when Ozzy dies, you're gonna be like in a wreck mentally. I would have been like, no, the fuck, I'm not. Like, it's Ozzy. I don't even know, like, my favorite recording artist of all time or something.
yeah.
But yeah, it hit, dude.
Yeah,
it fucking hit.
He was a big deal. I mean, they call him the fucking father of metal. I mean, there's a big portion of I think any metalhead's life that they could probably thank Ozzy for.
Oh, 100%.
And that's not a small feat. Metal's a big fucking genre nowadays, and granted, I think in the grand scheme of things, Ozzy probably is a very small part of that, of course. Like a very, very, very small part of that, logistically speaking. But the little pebble that he pushed off the cliff avalanched like it. I mean, it's nuts what they accomplished in Black Sabbath and anything Ozzy's ever done. And yeah, I mean, it was his time. It sucked, and it was just I think it was a rough couple of weeks for a lot of people. But it was his time. He was getting up there. It's a miracle he survived this long with the amount of drugs and shit he was doing back in the day, and all the stuff he was getting into. So like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything to say. I've been listening to Ozzy and Black Sabbath since I was in the womb. Like, so yeah, it's a big deal. But
no, I get it. Same here. Next one that I think I'll speak for both of us when I say Ozzy was legit probably the biggest like shock and just the biggest name that passed, but there were a few others that definitely deserve mentioning.
Ozzy was probably the biggest death that I think I don't think I've felt like this about a celebrity's passing since Chester.
Yeah,
I think
that makes sense.
He was probably the last person that I felt the same about. I was like in a weird state of mind for a few days, but yeah. Anyway,
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yep.
From Cosby Show.
Yep.
That show was literally like it was always on TBS back in the day, and I remember going to my aunt's and just that the whole, like obviously before everything came out about Bill Cosby,
right.
that show was awesome.
Yeah.
Theo Huxtable was just he was just bitching.
Facts.
Just bitching. Quick one, Julian McMahon, or known to others as Dr. Doom from Fantastic Four and Fantastic Four: Rise of Silver Surfer.
Yep.
He was 56 and passed of cancer. And then actually another kind of big actor, Michael Madsen.
Yeah. Michael Madsen did a shitload of voice acting.
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot of Tarantino movies, too.
Yeah. He's in one of my favorite movies of all time, The Hateful Eight.
Oh, I was going to say Free Willy.
Yes, Free Willy. God, I haven't seen that movie in forever, dude.
Neither have I. I straight up forgot he was in it, and I was scrolling through it, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, The Hateful Eight. He plays one of the characters in The Hateful Eight. I fucking love that movie, dude.
Hateful Eight is great. I've been meaning to watch like the extended version that's on Netflix because I still
you have to watch that. You have to watch in parts.
Mm-hmm.
It's so okay fucking long, dude.
I'm okay with it.
It's good. It's good, but like it's just ridiculous that they put it in multiple parts. I was like, oh god, dude, that's crazy sauce right there.
And I will say, I thought he was awesome in Kill Bill, Volume 2 as Bud. I guess, was he in one? If he was, it was just like in the flashbacks to where Uma Thurman became the bride, but Bud was more prominent in Volume 2. But yeah, I thought he was awesome as Bud in Kill Bill Volume 2. Just disappointing and sad that he passed as well. There is one more. I just want to make sure, at least one more that I can think of, and I don't want to boof any names or forget anybody. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Terrence. The hell's his last name? Terrence. I have it written down.
Don't say Howard. But a big staple from
Stamp.
my childhood.
Terrence Stamp. He was the seminar leader in Yes Man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And he's been in a bunch of stuff as well, but that's the one that pops into my head first. But Kenneth Colley.
Was that Star Wars?
Yeah. He was he was General General Piet, or Admiral Piet, or Piet, or however you say his name in Star Wars. Jonathan Joss as well.
Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys. That my dad grew up on that, so of course that means I grew up on that.
Yeah. Jonathan Joss was from King of the Hill. He did the voice of the
Oh yeah, I just got to him. Yeah, John Redcorn.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he was murdered. He was shot. There was nothing natural about that, and I'm pretty sure it was a hate crime. I think it was like legit a racist situation. I'm pretty sure, if I remember the article I read.
Actually, yeah, I think I do remember reading about that as well.
Which is just like pathetic. It's just like Really?
Also we got Ed Gale, and I know that name isn't going to sound familiar because he did the physical performance for Chucky in the first Child's Play. I didn't even realize. I didn't even realize he passed away.
I did not either. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, shit, I forgot. Sabu died in May. That's another. And the alligator from Happy Gilmore died.
Rip.
Yep. But yeah, I'm getting further back into the year. This is just supposed to be what we missed.
Yeah,
okay.
we still got some more positive stuff to talk about as well. We need to bring her about, Captain.
Okay.
Rest in peace to all those that have passed, and obviously anybody that we missed. It's not because we don't care. It's just a matter of there's unfortunately a lot of people that have passed in the last couple months, and some of them just so happen to have impacted us a little bit more than others as well. But
yeah, and also blame Entertainment Weekly because their list is what I was going off of.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so one quick thing that I really want to touch on that is definitely positive. New fucking Mudvayne song. First song in 16 years.
Dude, I have not listened to it yet. I'm slacking so hard. I know. I just have not fucking gotten around to listening to it. I've been listening to audiobooks at work, so I haven't had any music on. And I have no other excuse. I have none.
Moving on. No, there is a movie I want to talk about.
There's a couple movies I want to talk about.
How are we looking time-wise?
We're an hour and 6 minutes in.
Hour and 6 minutes. How about we talk about one of them, the more recent of the two, and then we will talk about the other one next time.
Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that I could bring up, and a seventh that's not out yet that we could definitely talk about as well.
Seventh that's not out yet.
There's some teaser shit that's been released over the last couple of weeks.
Oh, okay, never mind. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
November 7th. November 7th.
Yeah.
That's coming.
It's not coming soon enough. God damn it.
No, one of the movies, and part of the reason I want to talk about, I would prefer to talk about this one, is because I think we have differing opinions on this.
Okay.
Because one of them, I'm pretty sure we're about the same boat of it was awesome. But I want to talk about Together.
Okay. Let's talk about
Obviously starring Dave Franco and Allison Brie, which was released July 30th in the good old US of A. Man.
What you got?
Okay. Quick plot synopsis.
Okay.
2 people become one. That is.
Yeah, they do.
Dude,
A couple times, actually.
So the first thing that needs to be addressed is the controversy behind the movie. The fact that... you don't know? You didn't hear about this?
No. I've seen promotional stuff for it, for months and months and months, and then I watched the movie. That is it. I did not look into it any further than that, so...
A few months back, there was another movie, and I believe it was called Better Half. They came out and said, yeah, this is a blatant ripoff, and was suing for plagiarism and shit.
Really?
And the kicker is, I guess Better Half. Now keep in mind if this is debunked, comment down below. Fuck was that noise? But they literally offered the roles to Allison Brie and Dave Franco, and this would have been back in 2022, 2023. So then Together comes around, and then the writer, it's like saying,
What?
like, yeah, the writer is saying, like, oh, I had this more, like, it was, like, basically he submitted it to the Screenwriters Guild, like, back in 2020 or something, I guess. I don't know. I haven't heard much more about it, but it was already controversial, and, like, some of the stuff that they listed off about the movie was like, it has the same Spice Girls song in it, and this and this and this, and I was like, this doesn't sound good.
Yikes.
But
Yeah, I did
let me
not know
just,
anything about any of that.
yeah,
Huh.
yeah. No, let me just state for the record that, like, I loved Community, so I'm a huge Alison Brie fan. I thought she was great in Glow. This movie, I do not understand for the life of me how I saw so many people saying, "Oh, horror movie of the." I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah,
This movie was beyond disappointing.
I'm not sure I would say horror movie of the year, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was. And then it had a couple of scenes in it that will sit with me for the rest of my life. That's for sure.
Like
And most,
where he sees his mom and dad in bed with him
yeah,
and her.
those are the
That was
scenes that mainly will definitely stick with me for the rest of my life. More so than any of the like being merged kind of shit. But the one where he was like trying to shield his eyes with a blanket, and then she fucking crawls out from underneath the blanket. I will never unsee that. That is burned into my head forever, and I'm like, oh, no.
So I do have a few notes written down. The opening right out of the gate kind of turned me off to it because it opened with the dogs.
Oh
You know,
my
like,
god, yeah, that's another one too. I was like, Jesus, man, right out the gate with the animals? Come on, dude.
Yeah, I was like, God damn it! Like, why? No,
Oof.
fuck that. But Alison Brie's character was named Millie, and her brother was a fucking piece of shit. Like, when they're at that, like, little rave or going away party or whatever the hell you,
Oh yeah.
and he's basically talking shit about his sister to her boyfriend. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
you're a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
And then Dave Franco being like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna play guitar for you. Blah blah blah. We're gonna go on tour. It's like,
Yeah.
overall, I hated, like, love Dave Franco. I hated his fucking character. His character, I literally wanted to take that sawzall that he's, maybe I'll fix the porch with this. Oh, what is that?
Yeah.
You man boy.
I think
Fuck.
I think they were trying to get you to hate him though. I think that was the whole point, was to hate him.
Oh, they did a good job of it.
Yeah.
Because
I
yeah,
also hated him like pretty immediately.
And I'm sorry, this one, I don't care. This, how the fuck does a grown man not have a fucking license? Like,
Couldn't tell you.
I don't get it. I when I turned 16, I literally had to wait 2 days after I turned 16 to get my license. And those 2 days felt like a fucking eternity.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't imagine being 30 something without my fucking license.
Yeah.
It just absolutely fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And then, you know, she's like, throughout the movie, she's trying to come on to him. She's wanting to get down. And he's just like, no, I'm artsy. Oh, I'm a tortured artist. No. And it's like, you're turning down Alison Brie. You're get
Tripping,
the fuck out of
dude.
here. I want nothing to do with you. And then their whole hiking trip, going and falling down in there. Yeah, we're just going to stay the night in this cave. Be a man, bitch. Figure out a way to get out of that fucking cave.
I'll have to watch it again to like think of the things that I really thought was like very dumb, because I remember there was a couple things when I was sitting in the theater like, why the fuck would they do this, or why wouldn't they do this and shit, like just really simplistic, the most generic ass questions I could be asking, you know. And even with the plot device of them, you know, merging together and shit. There was a couple things that just didn't make sense to me at all, but I'm blanking on them right now because we only seen it the one time. But
Yeah.
I do remember leaving the theater thinking that, like, there's just something that's not making any sense here. I enjoyed the movie, like I said, for what it was. There was some, like, really creepy shit in there. Obviously, the flashbacks of his parents took the cake for sure.
Or him, like, sucking her hair like that.
That scene also was fucking terrifying. And then there was also the scene where he was in the study or something, and she was, like, finally starting to get the side effects, and she was on the other side of the door. I remember there was one part of that got me. It was a jump scare, I'm pretty sure, but it got me really hard. The practical effects also were really cool in this. I enjoyed the practical effects, like the couple in the cave that was still down there, and the fucking, like, amalgam of, like, fleshy bits and shit that were combined, and he was, like, gasping and, like, kill me, or whatever the fuck he was saying.
But, like, the thing that the church was, like, preaching, that the highest form of intimacy is to merge with that person, fucking stupid. I love my wife to death. I do not want to be fucking one with my wife, though.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Like just that concept is literally fucking beyond dumb.
Yeah.
And also, let's just not forget they bang in a school bathroom too.
Yeah, and he almost gets his pecker ripped off as well.
Well, he was kind of a bitch and really didn't deserve to have one at that point in the movie.
That's fair.
Doesn't know how to drive. Okay.
Yeah. On both their ends, that was a dumb scene. Just for the sole fact that regardless of how horny they were and regardless of how desperate she was to finally have that connection with him again, I don't think her, like, wisdom about life would have allowed her to almost lose her job over something like that.
Getting put on a list.
Yeah, put on a list, getting thrown in jail probably, I don't think that's a thing that would have happened. I think she would have told him to go fuck himself, and if he was really that horny, he can wait till we get home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, why don't you just go rub one out, you douchebag?
Yeah.
But all in all, I did not like this movie, and I was bummed. So, and the ending, like, where they answer the door and they are one. I was like, fuck this.
They were ugly. Like, they were ugly as fuck too.
Yeah. Yeah, not one person, man or female, would fuck that thing with the Torch of Gondor. Like, no, just bad all around. If I'm like, just off my one watch of just being genuinely very dissatisfied, I would give it like a 4 or a 5. Like,
okay.
It just,
off of my one watch through, I probably wouldn't give it much higher than a 6.5. I mean, I again, it was fun for what it was. There was some comedic parts in it that I thought was funny as shit, and, like, if you look at it as a horror comedy, I think it does a little bit better, but there was a lot of stuff I do remember asking myself, like, why? How? Who? When? What? Why? There was a bunch of other stuff that I was just like, okay. Also, the teacher, or the coworker or whatever of Bree's character, Millie, that was like, from a mile away, you could see that happening.
Oh yeah,
from a mile away. That was the most predictable villain I've ever seen in my life, villain or whatever you want to call him. But
part of the reason I was so pissed is, like, I did see somebody legitimately say, "Oh yeah, Together was better than The Substance," and I was like, "Go fuck yourself with that statement." Because
I wouldn't say all that.
No, Substance was a mind fuck and a half, and this was, like you said, you saw that. He was not a nice guy coming from a mile away, and we did get some decent scenes of gore, but I wanted to see them separate with the Sawzall, not cut away.
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah.
don't cock tease me like
Yeah,
Hostel did.
they did that shit in like the trailers and stuff, and like the promotional stuff, which I thought was fine because I assumed in the movie they would show it, and they didn't.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's fair. What a weird,
I think
what a weird thing.
I think I'm settling on a 4. Yeah.
The more I'm talking about it, I'm leaning 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I watched it, I think I was at about like a 7, maybe a 6.5. But then the more I've digested it, I was like,
Yeah.
I really did not like this movie. I will never buy it. I don't want to rewatch it. Fuck it. It's not good.
Well, these are not necessary. We're gonna move on because I'm sick of talking about this now. We're gonna talk about. I'm going to just speed run a couple of these really quick, and if you want to make any pointers on them, we can. If you want to make whole videos about any of these, I'm more than willing and welcome. Just let me know. 2 of them we do need to incorporate into a video somewhere because they are a part of the greater MCU as well, which we also have to restart. But
I think we need to probably just do a what this is going to sound
3
bad.
of them.
What phase are we on now? 6 or 5 or which I don't know which phase we're even in anymore.
Current phase of the MCU. 6.
Okay, because me from 10 years ago would slap the shit out of me now for not knowing.
Fantastic Four is the official first film of Phase 6, I believe.
Okay, all right. So so if anything, we need to do Phase 5 recap video talking about the.
We could milk a shitload of videos by just talking about each phase. We could do a Phase 1 video and then a Phase 2 and so forth because I think those are all worth digesting in their own right, and I also feel like that would be a lot easier and more contained than doing an entire MCU video like we attempted to do that one time. But
yeah, and technical difficulties even realize that. That's why it shut us down.
Yeah, we soiled that one for sure. But anyway, obviously, Fantastic Four, the Thunderbolts, and then I don't know if you watched Ironheart or not, but I watched all of Ironheart. I've got things to say about Ironheart. I know a lot of people are hating on it, and I know people are hating on it hard, but I don't think it's as bad as everyone's saying it is.
Well, if we do MCU phase videos, we gotta have Toby in on it.
I know, and Toby's gonna fucking roast the living shit out of me for saying anything positive about Ironheart. I know. However, we definitely both agree, and by both I mean me and Toby. I'm sure you probably also agree that Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts fucked really hard. So,
I have seen Thunderbolts. I have not seen Fantastic Four yet.
What?
Yeah, I still haven't.
What? Why not?
Dude, I didn't even... Okay. No slight against Fantastic Four, but I didn't even get to see Superman in theaters. And trust me when I tell you, Superman would have been the comic book movie that I would have seen in theaters.
Dude, Fantastic Four was awesome.
Dude, Superman was fucking awesome.
I haven't even touched it, dude. You know how I am about the DC. I just don't.
DC is being ran by the person who made the MCU fucking kick ass. And no, I'm not talking about Joss Whedon. I'm talking about James fucking Gunn.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna watch it, but I don't know. Superman is one of my least favorite heroes, just because I just never have been able to get into him. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because he's not relatable in the slightest. I don't know if he's just overpowered as fuck. I don't know, but
this iteration of Superman, I think it has. I'm not going to say you're going to love it, or like it for that matter, but I'm saying it has the best chance of you liking it.
Yeah,
because literally, and spoilers for Superman incoming. Literally, it opens up with credits, hey, this happened 30 years ago. This happened 3 weeks ago. This happened 3 days ago. And then the last thing it says, 3 minutes ago, Superman just suffered his first defeat. And then So he starts off on a down note. So
Yeah,
it's not planet juggling, fucking can't be hurt or touched or anything like that. No, it's different.
speaking of which, I totally forgot to pop our spoilers thing up there when we talked about Together, but here it is. Spoilers
Better
for
late than
Together,
never.
sorry. But it's up there now. Anyway, yes, Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, and Ironheart were the three that I was talking about. And then the other one is just a left field one, but K-pop Demon Hunters. I don't know if you've watched it, but you fucking need to. It is so goddamn good.
Karen was even telling me to watch it because I guess her and Jacob started it, but then he lost interest. But she was like, I kind of wanted to keep watching it.
It is so good. Like, it is ridiculously good. I seen Peyton post a review on it, and he said it was fantastic. So immediately I was like, okay, it's probably ass. I'm not watching that, because Peyton and I don't have the same viewpoint on maybe one or two movies. Okay, so I sure
say how can you have the same viewpoint when he stands 4 foot tall?
Exactly. So I was just gonna skip it. Whatever. I don't care about that, because if Peyton loved it, I'm probably gonna think it's mid at best, and I'm just gonna avoid it at all costs, right? Well, then I went to work or whatever, and this girl that we work with, she was ranting and raving about it, and I'm like, okay. All right, I get it. It's really good, but she's a girl. She's younger, so maybe it's not my cup of tea. Peyton, he's a girl. He's younger. He's not my cup of tea. No, I'm just kidding. But basically, I was just like, whatever. Okay, I'll take that for what it is. And then I see my buddy Skylar, my World of Warcraft buddy, posting songs and saying how catchy they were and shit. And I'm like, okay, I can't get away from it. It's fucking everywhere. It's all over my feed now. So I decided to watch it, and I'm telling you right now, I've seen it like 6 times. Mainly because the kids love it, but I also have enjoyed it every single time. The songs are catchy as fuck. The story's fun. The animation is beautiful. I mean, the animation is absolutely gorgeous. The characters are fun. There's lots of fun comic relief. Some really cool drama, some really sad shit. Like it just does a K-pop Demon Hunter style movie very well for what it's worth, And yeah, it's making waves. It's like blowing shit out of the water. Financially speaking, like it's doing really well.
Yeah.
But
no, I've been hearing a lot about it, and I will go ahead and probably check that out here soon. Ugh.
I'm dead serious. If you want to make a whole video about it, I could. Go ahead and watch it, and you let me know, because Jesus, dude, it's so good. Anyway, the other movie I'm sure you probably also would like to make another video about, Sinners.
Yes.
Sinners was phenomenal. Again, we could go on about Sinners. I could go on about Sinners. I need to watch it again, though. I have only watched it once. I do remember finishing that movie with oh my god, I want to watch this again. So, yeah. It's good stuff.
Yeah. I was going to say, yeah, don't spoil a possible review for Sinners, yeah.
Yeah, I won't say a whole lot, but, like, definitely need to watch it again for sure. And I haven't heard anything bad about it so far, so...
Yeah, I have not. One of my buddies told me to watch it, and I trust his opinion. Like he hasn't led me astray yet, and even with a movie, like the last time I talked to him, he told me I'm gonna omit the title, but all I'm gonna say is he told me he was gonna watch this new upcoming horror movie. And I was like, okay, I'll check it out. And then I finally got around to watching it. But he saw it like when it was in theaters. I caught it when it came to VOD. And I messaged him last night. I was like, that was fucking awful, dude. And he's like, yeah, I forgot to text you and tell you not to watch that. Because, yeah, it was frustrating and just fucking the dumbest fucking thing it could possibly be. So, yeah, but he told me, watch Sinners, like, immediately. So once it came to VOD, because theaters for that too, then I messaged him. I was like, dude. And he was like, dude.
Yeah.
That's all we needed to say.
Yeah, we had a little watch party down here in our little lair. Me and the girls, we watched it, and dude, I had a really good time with it. I thought it was really fun.
Yeah.
Definitely need to watch it again, though. Especially if we're going to do another video on it.
Yeah. And Karen's been wanting to watch it, too, because, like, the things I told her about it, she's like, oh, I think I can actually handle that one. I was like, yeah, you can handle this one. I don't mean this in any bad way. It takes a while to get going, with the horror, which was the right decision, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely, it was a lot of build-up, but it was plenty good build-up. And none of the build-up was ever boring, in my opinion, so...
Yeah, it all amounted to something.
Yeah. But for the sake of not wanting to say anything too much on that, my other thing was, of course, Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro. Obviously, there's not a lot to say yet because it's not out. But so far, it's getting really good reviews from the film festivals it's been shown in. And the screens that they've been showing, like the stills and whatnot, have looked really fucking cool. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not sure I've ever seen anything Guillermo del Toro has ever put out that I didn't like. So high hopes for this is all I'm saying. And I think those are justified high hopes because the man's just a fucking legend. So
no, 100%.
But
well,
yeah,
I was gonna say I think we covered a lot of stuff.
Yes, we did.
We had a lot to
catch up on. We covered 2 months worth of stuff. Do you think?
Yeah, I think we did.
Hell yeah.
I think we did. At least the important stuff that mattered.
Hell yeah. Well, rest in peace, Ozzy. The world will not be the same without you. But if you enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you're listening to this on Spotify, make sure you check us out on YouTube. And if you're watching us on YouTube, check us out on Spotify, vice versa. And share this with your friends. Let us know what's happened in your life the past 2 months. What did you think of Sinners? What did you think of Together? Let us know. Talk to us.
Yeah.
Talk to us, guys. And
come on now.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.